Sorry about that. As you can tell, I'm still suffering from this cold. I've now gone deaf in this ear. So it's really weird experience, actually, because there'll be a sound there and you think it's coming from that direction because you literally can't hear it here. Anyway, it's given me a new appreciation for the struggles people have if they do happen to be deaf. Sorry. Right, okay. What I've got sort of a couple of topics today. There's a lot more in the newsletter, by the way, and I will put the link at the end of this video if you'd like to subscribe. So the first thing is a little bit about the EU-CLP proposed changes. One of the things that we've done for our newsletter readers, and also I'm opening it up to everybody, is we did some summary infographics of the proposed new EU-CLP hazard classes. And we originally did them in September when the first round of proposals came out. And of course, there's been a wording change in the second round of proposals. So we've updated those infographics and they are online. I'm just putting a link below this video now. Excuse me. So hope they're useful. Of course, these may be subject to change because, as you know, the whole thing is going through proposals. Oh, and please don't forget to respond to that consultation, particularly if you're worried about the new label font sizes, which means you can't get all of the information on labels without going to sort of pull out or fold out labels or whatever. So that's kind of the first thing, was an update on the EU-CLP situation. Now, the other thing that's cropped up this week, which is really super important, which is to do with the quality of science that's been carried out. There's a really, really good article, and if you bear with me, just going to get hold of it because, of course, I can't type and speak at the same time. And it's the rise and fall of peer review. And we go into this in quite a bit of detail in the newsletter. There are other articles that I link to about this topic. Basically, the premise is that peer review is not helping science, it's actually hindering it. And I think it makes a fair point, particularly for those of us who work in industrial science, because papers used to be written and people used to share their knowledge freely. And these days it's like, no, we're just going to cover everything with an NDA and then we don't need to tell anybody what we're doing, kind of thing. And that lasts a lot longer than 20 years of a patent. And I think that in industry, we are rather more skeptical of papers than the academic sphere. Interestingly, academia has very little respect for industrial science these days, or it seems so to me, because they presume that if you're doing science, you're going to publish. And it's like, actually, no, we're going to exploit it and we're not going to tell our competitors. So it's a really, really important topic. And like I say, we go into it in quite a bit of depth in today's newsletter. And I found a Young Sheldon clip, which is about claiming credit on a scientific paper as well. So that's our reason to be cheerful for today. Let me just get that clip as well for you. It was kind of one of these things where I thought, oh, that's an interesting one. We'll put that in this week. And then the paper comes up about peer review, and then you can kind of build a whole thing around it. So it's nice to have these pieces of coincidence from time to time, isn't it? Let me just put that link in as well. Sorry, everybody. So thanks ever so much for watching, whether you're live or whether you're watching on catch up. Really appreciate it. I hope this has been useful. I will put the link below about signing up to the newsletter if you're interested, because there's far more in it than I can discuss in a brief video. And I look forward to chatting to you again next week. Take care of yourselves. Watch out for this cold, by the way. It's not a good one. Sorry. Bye.